Hello and welcome to this Ferris State University Bulldog football preview. I'm the voice of the Bulldogs, Rob Bentley, alongside Sandy Gholston, as Ferris State gets set to come back home to host the Michigan Tech Huskies on Saturday at 1 o'clock. And looking forward to what should be an outstanding game against the 4-2 Huskies.
Yeah, anytime Michigan Tech comes in, they bring a lot of fans. They got a lot of downstate fans that like to come up to their games whenever they play in the Lower Peninsula. So you would expect a good fan turnout with Michigan Tech coming in. And Michigan Tech's also coming in playing some pretty good football overall this season and looking to bounce back from a tough loss this past weekend. And so should be a great test for the Bulldogs.
Of course, Michigan Tech comes in, a lot of skill players. We mentioned they're 4-2 overall, 1-1 in the GLIAC. Ferris State at 5-1 overall and 2-0 in GLIAC play after a big road win under some difficult circumstances at Wayne State this past weekend.
Well, certainly less than ideal circumstances to begin a game on Saturday night and get a little more than a quarter and a half through it and then have to stop it for lightning and then come back and resume it at 11 a.m. on Sunday morning. And so I know a lot of our guys want to play on Sundays. I don't think that's quite the way that they were thinking about playing on Sundays. And fortunately, the Bulldogs were able to adapt to the circumstances, and they were able to find a way to get a win on Sunday.
Of course, Ferris State here at home playing in front of the home fans again, and it seems like these games get tougher and tougher here in the GLIAC, and the Bulldogs certainly have to be ready to face a very good Michigan Tech team.
Yeah, I mean, it's the GLIAC, and you expect to get some tough games, and for whatever reason, the way the schedule is set up this year, it's certainly going to make it where the games are going to be really tough down the stretch, and we got some big games coming up, and it starts with Michigan Tech, and so the Bulldogs know that Michigan Tech is a good team. They're always well coached. They're a hungry team, and they're going to come in ready to try to bounce back, and so it's going to be up to the Bulldogs to be on top of their game. They're going to have to take another big step forward from what we saw in Detroit against Wayne State.
A little shorter week in terms of the preparation. The Bulldogs got back on Sunday evening, right back on the practice field on Tuesday. Helped a little bit by the fact that Ferris State was on fall break this week.
Yeah, it's nice, to be able to get that break and a couple extra days for the students. And campus was closed on Monday and reopening overall here on Wednesday. And so, it's really great for the team, I think, to have had that time, and especially given the circumstances over the weekend. And so, a great time for the Bulldogs to get some preparation in. You mentioned it's a short week, and maybe that little bit of time that the students had off as students, maybe that'll help a little bit for the Bulldogs in preparation.
Of course, on a big positive note, Ferris State fans coming out on Saturday. The weather expected to be very nice and much better than we saw in Detroit on Saturday night.
Yeah, it has to be better than what we saw in Detroit. Just basically torrential rain followed by lightning, or including lightning, I should say. And so looking forward to what should be a beautiful day here. Fingers crossed that we're going to have that beautiful day and a chance to have the fans get out there and do a little tailgating and get some really good turnout for fans. And so hopefully it's we don't know how many more of these beautiful days we're going to have left, but we're certainly going to bank on as many of them as we can get.
Of course, speaking of tailgating, we'll have the Bulldog Tailgate Show starting at 11 a.m., followed by the Johnson Automotive pregame show at noon from back in the booth here at the Wheeler Pavilion. Kickoff 1 o'clock on Saturday as Ferris State hosts Michigan Tech here in the GLIAC. A reminder, you can follow all the action of Ferris State football online at ferrisstatebulldogs.com.